That's
I'm trying to
I
work
would
up
be
math.
disappointed if we came back and it was an elephant.
We thought it was a hydra.
Oh.
Well, we get it back. We're struggling
Hey,
mightily.
look, I'm trying to work out math here because a bush elephant weighs a lot more. I like the idea of airlifting us in. I want to see if it's practical.
Because it's like night at this point.
You arrive essentially as the sun sets. And while some of the people certainly want to say something along the lines of well, accusing you of being failures and being late, the fact that you're carrying such a thing as a pyrohydra shuts them up before they get out a single word.
I'd better.
So you're then airlifted into the arena.
With a war might.
Okay, so come in. Say no. Sorry, we're late a little bit. We were looking for one that was more heads, but we had to settle for this one.
Directus will spread out his wings, looking regally upon the gathered masses, and he will look, posing, very very flexible. I can't talk to these people, unfortunately, unless the dude spoke common. I forget.
The chieftain certainly speaks common.
Alright, then he will shout out in common. You wanted a spectacle, beast wranglers, and we have brought you the most spectacle. As he grins greedily, looking down at the hydra. Behold, a true monster of the deserts. For your entertainment, the pyrohydra.
The chieftain essentially jumps up from his throne, ecstatic. So he spreads his arms in welcome, essentially, to both you and the pyrohydra.
Oh.
So he then says to you, "You brought a Chirupta. That should be quite the spectacle. We haven't seen one of those in a long time, and never one as big as this one. I am looking forward to this."
Is that a name, or is that what they call pyrohydras?
That's essentially Shuanti for pyrohydra.
Okay, because I was like, oh, that's him. All right, he's our friend.
Oh yeah, let's call him Chili Pepper.
Oh.
I don't know what neither chili nor pepper is, but sure.
I know Vox would know. She has not as nature.
Actually, Vox raises a claw.
Chili peppers grow in many parts of the world, but not the Centerlands due to the lack of moisture.
Yeah.
Everyone looks over like, ugh.
They don't even understand. Only he understands. He's like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" And the group is like, "Oh my god."
She has glasses on.
She does.
She actually means encyclopedia in Shuanti. Wow.
Actually, I did specify that when you saw her read as a human, she did indeed have reading glasses on. She does not need them, but she thinks it looks cool.
Should buy her like a magical monocle.
Right now, it's just normal glass in the glasses. She's just seen it in so many books.
It's a fashion statement.
It's a fashion statement, yeah. She's seen it in books.
So let us see what you brought.
Yeah,
It's a bigger one.
Oh, that'll be
11-headed pyrohydra.
Damn it!
Oh.
They upped us.
You do see the chieftain sending one of the Shuanti away, while the others gather rather quickly as word, and, well, most of them have seen you flying through the air with a big ball of heads. Mm-hmm. They do join the fray here and try to fight for the best spots, essentially.
Once this gets loose, it might eat all of you. Just, it's not very friendly.
They don't seem to care.
Good.
They are as happy as the chieftain is, as he then again addresses you and says, "Just a moment, our contestant will be here in just a moment. We figured we'd fight at noon, however," he shrugs, "the longer wait just makes it far more exciting and tense, doesn't it?"
As the Hydra shoots fire everywhere.
It would love to, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to have to actually free your contestant here, otherwise the fight will be over rather quick.
Directus points as a piece of rope. If we pull that, everything comes loose. He nods sagely.
Chieftain shrugs.
I don't think he will fly away or flee in any way. He would just Want to stay and kill everything. You're probably pretty angry.
Does the Hydra look angry?
Oh yes. Every single one of its heads looks angry.
Might be angry at whatever is around, really.
We still have a fire shield, right?
No.
Oh.
I think I will be flying for this one.
As
Circling the arena.
in the distance, you see a winged shape approach quickly.
Oh,
Oh,
what a
is it the,
surprise.
And as it flies into the arena, the chieftain essentially spreads its arms again in welcome, as it says mostly to you, as it is in common, "This is Fokron Beastbane, a friend of sorts of our clan who has fought many a battle in this arena, and won every single one of them."
It's a Vyvern.
It is indeed a wyvern, and
Oh.
what a wyvern it is. It is significantly larger than the scrawny beasts that have attacked you in the mountains before. Its thick scales riddled with scars. And this wyvern certainly wears no collar, chains, or restraints of any kind. And its posture is confident, arrogant, and, most importantly, the people of the Beast Wranglers seem to regard it not only with respect, but some sort of reverence as well, as this definitely is their clan champion.
You do know that he's been spraying your entire camp in his scent.
He can't fly, but he can swim, apparently.
Ironbox has the glasses on again. Actually,
He shouldn't be able to swim, he should be able to fly.
well, in that case, Tyrannosaurus, who is closest, will take a firm grip on the key rope.
He is fully healed at this point, right?
Yes.
Ready?
Load bearing rope.
Pointing him in the direction of
Yep,
the...
basically pointing him in the direction of the wyvern.
How do you
So-
point the 10 heads of the Hydra?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
the-
the body. If he runs in that direction, it'll...
Mhm.
Can't really be the right thing, probably.
And
The,
then,
the wyvern does posture, showing itself off to the others, waving its wings, letting out a loud shriek.
Tyrannosaurus will pull the rope on the
Getting
Hydra,
attention.
and then he will dive down, pull the rope, and he does it like a swing, like a flyby pull, like out here, and then he sort of starts circling around again and land up here.
You should have brought free snacks.
He should
Okay.
have.
We're going to go to initiative then, and this will not be a battle between NPCs because that would be boring. I would like you to somehow decide who controls this first round of
We.
the Hydra.
Control the Hydra.
Assuming
We can
they're-
democratically do it. What does it have? What can it do?
I gave you ownership. If you look into its notes, into the GM notes, you can see the stat bar.
Can't look at the GM
No,
notes. I
we
think you can
can't.
see those.
Yeah, I'll put the notes into the notes then.
Okay, that
There
makes
you go.
Just saying.
Well, let's see. Look at this thing.
just saying,
That's
Twitch play-
beautiful.
Not Twitch. Hitbox plays Hitbox play Pyro. Pyro Hydra.
So, I would suggest. Well, we're last actually, so let that thing go first.
We're gonna do 10 breath weapons.
Yeah, 10 breath weapons. That
Uh-huh.
sounds great.
Just all 10 of them.
Huh.
Just flame up. That's what we're gonna do.
The wyvern will wave its wings once again, then
Should have done
fold
it.
them quite
It for-
quite arrogantly, almost folding them, showing that he's not going to fly away from this thing. Will move its amazing 20 foot over here, and then spoof off fire, really.
Fire, eh?
Okay.
A shower of dust, flames, and ashes. Roll me a reflex save on the Pyrohydra.
Oh no. That's
Jonas, that's you. You're safe.
okay, I'm safe. Reflex is the worst though. Oh well, that was a good save. Go
That is
Hydra.
enough. You take half of this, and you're not blind.
Okay.
But it's fire, right?
It is fire.
So
He's
nothing.
immune.
That is true.
The Hydra hisses. And
The
it's
wyvern hisses back.
time to give you something back, I think.
Vibrant is immune to fire as well.
Is he?
Maybe we could pounce him.
Could. But think of all the
Do
fire
it.
attacks.
Oh my god, just pounce that
I mean,
bastard.
10, but we do would not want to waste our turn, basically. He's given us initiative.
I mean, what did the Hydra do before? It pounced.
Yeah, it didn't breathe fire.
Pounce that bastard.
I don't know. I kind of like the fire. Like, it's 10 fire breaths.
Yeah,
It's
that is a
literally,
lot of fire.
that's like 30 d6
Mhm.
hitting this thing.
Well, if
10
he's
saves
immune,
for half.
10 saves for half.
what role would it be to find out if this specific?
Well, the Hydra wouldn't know.
No, but we would.
The Hydra wouldn't know, however, and you can't really communicate with the Hydra, so the
It's fine,
Hydra
this
does
is Hydra.
Hydra things.
Yeah.
Why don't none of you have speak with Hydra?
Then again, we could just do the breath because it's cool. Right? It's a spectacle fight.
Yeah, it's so many breaths.
So it needs to move. I think you are the moving person.
Oh god.
It needs to move like 15 forward.
Like here?
Yeah, and then do its 10 breath attacks in the face of that thing. Because it doesn't have very big reach on them.
How big's the cone?
15.
15. That's a really tiny
Hydra
cone.
simulator.
And then we do 10 rolls of 3d6.
But first he does 10 reflex saves.
That's true.
half.
Does he really do 10?
Yeah.
I mean, you can roll. I suppose it could be like condensed, but
I mean, what's the DC?
19.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Damn.
4,
Good lord.
5. That's one fail. 6. I could have done
2.
this far more.
3.
But I didn't.
8. And one
6,
more.
9, 10.
10.
Okay.
He failed 4 times.
4
Okay,
times.
so-
4 times full damage. Roll that first. 4 times 3d6. Tina, I guess you get to do that.
4 times 3, that's 12d6.
Yep.
Do it separately.
Really?
If I get to roll reflex save separately, you
Okay,
get to roll
sure.
damage separately.
So how many?
4 times 3d6 first.
4 times
So 3d6 and then roll it.
3d6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's full damage.
Okay, full damage on that. The Hydra doesn't. The Wyvern doesn't seem overly impressed by the fire.
What
And
is
then do 6 more.
But it is a spectacle, right?
Oh yes. Especially in the dark, the flames and the fire show certainly looks very, very spectacular.
Now we do 6 more.
6 more.
Yeah.
6 more.
So halved.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
None of those do any damage.
Unfortunate.
Not as much.
Oh.
Well,
As it is the Wyvern's turn again. As it does have reach on its bite, meaning it will take
Yes.
a 5 step forward,
Do come closer.
bite the Wyvern, the Hydra even,
that's a
and
hit.
that is it. Will then try to grapple
What?
all the heads of the Pyro Hydra.
I'm pretty sure grab doesn't work on a creature bigger than you.
Doesn't it? Grapple should work. Grab
But
is
the grab
essentially
special
just,
ability, I'm not sure if that.
It can work up to like 1 size larger than you, but I think there is a limit to how large I think you can grapple.
I'm going to check if that's
It's like a halfling can't grapple a titan. Like it's like it would like hang on to the titan's toe or something.
Universal Monster Rules grab.
Unless otherwise noted, grab can only be used against targets of the same size or smaller.
Okay, then it will not try to grapple. However, it will still do 12 points of damage.
All right, Hydra, you can
Because
do this.
you can grapple a bigger creature,
will
but you
damage
can't
it.
use the grab special ability. You can't hold an enemy creature just in your mouth if it's bigger than you.
And then the Wyvern will again take a 5 step forward and attack.
It's 2
Gets 2
initiative
turns. It's a mythic wyvern.
What about
Yes.
the quick healing thingy on the pyro?
It only gets that on its own turn.
Yeah,
Is
end of its
is
own
any
turn.
of that fire?
None of that is fire. As the Wyvern bites and with its forked tail, a vicious-looking stinger on each end, tries to stab the Pyro Hydra.
Oh, the poor Hydra.
I do believe those are all hits.
All hits, huh?
He's getting wrecked.
He is getting wrecked.
It also needs to do 2 fortitude saves.
That's too Josh.
Okay. He's pretty good at fortitude usually.
It was.
Oh,
Actually not very good at any save.
he has an 11 in fortitude. That's like really
Well,
good.
10 reflex.
Okay.
That's more than Einabok.
Oh, poor Hydra.
Okay, it takes a d4 of con damage.
Okay. It's not its day. It really isn't.
Guess like Dark can roll that.
I can roll it.
Roll what?
I'll apply it.
All the con damage. Oh no, half.
2 points.
2 coins contest.
Just below average.
The Hydra's turn.
It's
Well,
being applied right now, so don't touch it.
All of the attacks.
I think
First,
Chili
heal
Pepper.
10.
Yep.
Heal
Chili
10.
Pepper heals 10 hit points and then just goes to town.
Who does attacks?
I mean, I could.
Alright,
Go for it.
All right. Come on, Chili Pepper.
I'm expecting murder.
I'm trying to murder.
Could we grapple it?
Go!
Oh boy. The bite crits.
We should have grappled it instead. Think about it.
And that's a hit. That's a hit.
I think you can make grapple checks in place of normal rolls. That'd be 10
another
grapple checks.
confirm.
10 grapple checks.
And another 8. The many hits. You can describe the pyrite. Why am I doing this?
Well,
Many heads in a retaliatory fury, sort of just flurrying down upon this beast, biting it absolutely everywhere at once, making it absolutely impossible for it to defend itself. The Pyrohydra being much slower, but much more angry and ferocious of a beast than this puny.
it like small puffs of flame emit from the jaws that it like bites and don't bite, and it shrieks like it just shakes the entire arena as it
Roaring
just
and howling.
thrashes around.
Like, step over here, just be cool.
Yep.
Okay. The Wyvern seems to very much enjoy getting beaten on, it appears. As it will shriek another high-pitched Wyvern shriek. I'm very redundant, as it will then attack again.
Oh no, Chili Pepper. Oh,
He's screwed.
that's 3 hits.
3 hits. That, I believe, is enough
30.
to down it, at least.
Yeah, it goes down.
Damn it, if we had grappled him, maybe we would have done it.
Depends. How do you know how much constitution he has? Because it might be dead.
16.
We'll see.
That is dead, I believe. That's negative con.
Should make it dead then. No?
No,
Huh?
he's hanging in with, like, he's right on the edge, I think.
You might have
But
one
the
hit
other
point.
one has another turn, though, too.
Yeah, he's double turning.
It's not fair, really.
Yeah, against mythic creatures, I mean, poor
We could
Chili
fight it.
Pepper. Poor Chili Pepper. Should we swoop down and just kill him?
No, not
He's
now.
He's too dangerous to have around, really.
The Wyvern does finish off the Pyrohydra on its
What
turn.
an asshole.
As the Shuanti, however, are cheering. This was certainly a battle that satisfied them, and they are not only cheering towards the contestants, but also towards you, as you've brought this challenge for their champion.
We need to find a better one.
The,
Well,
the Wyvern begins essentially stalking around the arena, showing itself to the Shuanti, as the chieftain again stands up and says, "What a great victory for our champion once again. Your contestant was certainly formidable, but he was..." And he gets interrupted by the Wyvern as another high-pitched shriek pierces the arena. So the Wyvern then turns towards you and in, well, primitive but certainly understandable Draconic, simply says, "You fight! Fight! You fight!" Stalks towards you. The Shuanti, despite not being able to understand Draconic, certainly get the message and start cheering even more.
I mean, I guess we go into battle mode, yeah?
I guess we do. Could it be so that I could have healed on the way back with my wand sheep. I didn't.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
But I'll guess that all our buffs are indeed off.
Yes.
Maybe not the mage armor.
Oh
but
my
certainly
god,
the-
Steve, you are
certainly the
so
shield.
clumsy.
The mage armor you've applied while fighting the Pyrohydra initially certainly is gone now.
Alright, I'll throw down
Okay.
another one.
Well, do we have time?
Do you want to take time to apply buffs and carefully prepare?
Yes. Do we have the time to it, or is it going to pounce us?
It does not seem to want to pounce you, it simply wants you to come down to it.
Well, I hope it gets excited when it sees us prepare.
Oh, let
Likes that
me
sort
roll the...
It's gleeful. You guys want more shields of faith?
Yes,
please.
please.
All right, we'll have one each.
I am surprised, by the way, the white has been sitting next to Einavox this whole affair. And she was not the one who initiated.
You know, I should make that Pyrohydra into a zombie right now.
Wait, what? Mike,
That'll take like
Not next
10
to
minutes
you.
though. So,
Huh?
but you know that
Not
would be a
next to you.
spectacle, wouldn't it?
What did you say, Dar?
He's not dead.
I'm not sitting next to you.
You were. Suddenly you put your token next to mine. I was like, oh, wow.
I didn't.
Well, Tyraxus
Yes, you
is ready.
did.
He's gonna hover over
Let's-
here,
let's-
wait for the
let's
others.
Start initiative, right?
The Shield of Faith and Mage Armor.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a sense motive, by the way, one of you. Or all of you if you want to. If you want, it doesn't really matter.
I don't want to.
Einavox was sitting here. And suddenly you set your token next to mine. I was like, oh, wow.
The Shanti, it does seem are not really liking the fact that you took so much time to prepare. They wanted you to do as the beasts do and simply charge.
We
Yeah,
are not.
well,
6 seconds.
they're gonna learn a thing or two about dragons. That we're not beasts.
Well, oh wait, yeah, they're calling us
You're also
beasts.
not supposed to fly, by the way. So
I hop down, like I hover to wait for you guys to get
I mean,
in
we
as
can
well.
fly as long as you don't stay flying. I think.
Alright, Tyraxus lands. And let's go.
Oh my.
Let's fucking roll, man.
Why can't I?
His initiative is terrible.
It is. There we go.
Look at mine.
Wow.
Bad man. I don't know. If you
One.
get attacked by him, you're screwed.
That's the lowest possible, basically.
It is.
Oh well, let's see here. What do I even have left here?
Piranhas?
I do have piranhas. I can piranha him. I guess I should. I also have the Chains of Perdition, but I don't think I can. His defense is probably pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's? I don't do piranhas first. Piranhas on him.
That is a hit.
Yep. Good. You can soar around him, biting him everywhere.
I will mix.
Okay. That's what we can do, right?
Yes.
Roll me a sense motive attacks.
Sure.
Is it people upset he used spells now?
Now, what the hell would I else be supposed to do?
The people do the mood certainly seems to be dampened by the fact that you're using magic.
We're not beasts. We're not fucking beasts, you idiots.
Well, you know, I'm sure they'll prefer my act though, because
Oh.
you know this should be a great way to open it up. Over there.
Come on, be showy.
How about a cone of cold?
How about a cone of cold?
That's not really show up that well.
It's a pretty good location for it, actually.
Yeah, it stops him from charging and stuff.
Remember, it doesn't stop him charging, but he has to make an acrobatics check to charge, which is pretty
I
good.
don't think you can charge through difficult terrain, or while
Well, he can
entangled.
fly up.
It doesn't count as difficult terrain, remember?
But he's entangled.
He can like fly up.
Well,
If he
if he
fails,
fails.
If he fails, he's entangled.
Okay.
He does not fail. He will take the 9 points of damage.
The ground, however, is icy now until round 4.
Okay.
Which I'm
Alexis.
adding the label for.
Alright. Tyraxus will roar mightily, or as mightily as he can muster, which is, is decent for his size. and he will.
Roll me a perform check.
Can I roll an intimidate check?
Uh,
I'm trying
I
to
don't
be
think you're
scary.
trying to sing or anything.
I mean,
I mean,
are
you
you
can't-
trying?
you
Are you
can't-
trying to
you can't roll
intimidate the
performance check.
Hydra, or are you trying to make this a good show?
Trying to make this a good show by being scary.
That doesn't really work that way.
I mean, it's important to remember you can't use perform on trained. And none of us
I can't then.
It would be a charisma check then.
It's no point.
Then you can just do your thing, sure.
He's gonna howl, roar as the dragon does. Does seem a little bit weird. I can roar if I don't make a charisma check, but sure. He is gonna shock the dude. Lightning breath. Debilitating.
Okay. He makes it.
Alright.
For 14 points.
And then he's gonna burrow. And burrow over here.
You're hiding. Okay.
I'm burrowing.
Well, isn't that against the rules?
No, they said no flying. They said nothing about burrowing. This is what I intended to do with the Wrangler guy, but he got the first initiative. I was just gonna burrow under him and finish him off that way.
Okay, the Wyvern. Let me take a look here.
Does Leon hands?
Oh,
Smite several necks.
Paladin of Apsu Wyvern.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wyvern will fly over here
Fly, huh?
and do a flame ash breath attack against both Avolnix and Einox. Roll me a reflex save. Einox makes it. Avolnix takes the full damage and is blind for 3 rounds. Einox takes half and is not blind. As it not only breathes fire, but it also breathes ash and sand and debris, like, essentially into your face.
So he used to put sand in your eye.
Yeah.
That's a dirty trick.
Einox.
She'll go here and breathe on him. Debilitating breath.
Okay. He makes it.
Just saying, this really is like a battle of breath weapons, though, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of the first thing you should do.
I'm so outside.
He'll take half for 8 points.
Does the crowd seem slightly better about all the breath weapons being thrown out?
The crowd certainly seems to appreciate the light shows. That's it?
Thunderstorm gathering due to all the crazy.
Yeah, she
temperatures.
moved and used an attack.
Okay. The Wyvern will then, still flying, charge Einox.
Charge, that means he has to move at least 10 feet, right?
That's true. He'll charge here.
Which then means he provokes... Well, he doesn't provoke because I don't threaten now. Damn it.
He
Provoke
does
from
provoke
Einox.
from Einox.
Can bite him.
Yeah, I'm just...
Get him, Ina!
That does not hit. Its
Aw.
scales are too thick. He will bite at you, which hits, and he will try to grapple you,
Oh no!
which I believe you are now grappled.
His mouth beak.
The Wyvern does grapple you with its hind legs, essentially also wrapping his wings around you, just generally being all up in your grill, yo.
That's gross. Get this thing off me.
I'd love to. But
Attacks. Oops, it's not entangled, it's
entangled.
grappled.
well,
Right
you know,
now.
piranhas are fighting. They do their thing.
Okay.
So I have to add grappled.
Yeah, that is a miss. The piranhas do not manage to pierce its thick scales.
All right then.
Yes, you have to
let's
apply
see
grappled.
here. I know you have a great escape artist, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Isn't that strength?
Dex.
It's dex based.
and trained?
I do not know. I'm looking for
Well,
the.
casting that spell is an immediate action anyway, so there's no reason we do it now. Well, you know,
what are you thinking?
I could do the change of position and try to like blind him or entangle him or something. But people don't like magic, so should I do it or not?
I don't know. What else would you do if you didn't do that?
Move up and bite him for 3 damage.
Then chain of perdition, fucker.
You could aid. You could aid
And
another
without
him.
magic, I am nothing.
You could aid
Well-
another me and make it easier for me to hit.
Yeah, but like a plus
I'm
plus
blinded,
2,
but you know.
like that.
Well, we already stated a lot to these people, savages, that we are not beast.
So
we are respecting them a lot as it is.
Let's see here. Blind, entangled, or tripped. Which do you think would be better?
Blind or tripped, I think.
So if
Entangle is pretty good. too.
round.
Entangle is pretty good.
For a
Entangled
round.
is pretty damn good.
Are you in a position to really take use of it? I'd rather have tripped so he's on his butt and has to stand up and provoke.
Sure. If you can trip him.
Well, it's all the same chance, really.
It is worth noting that the mood in the arena is perhaps not exactly as cheerful as it was at the beginning.
Einavax don't care.
Because they're losing?
Not because they're losing, but rather because they don't like the way the fight is going.
Well, Einavax doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck him.
These are just savages.
He'll call forth, biting his own blood and whipping his head around to spray like a spray that then turns into like heavy chains that try to rip around its legs.
That does not hit his CMD. But you do summon your chains of blood.
And sure, he doesn't really want to, but so be it. He can move over here. Kind of like move so that... So...
Avonix.
Because I
Can't-
might be blind, but I can still attack technically.
But can you flank when
If
you're
you
blind?
step close. He can't
Mike?
provide flanking, but I can.
But I can gain flanking.
Blind is
Because the
pretty
main thing is
terrible.
being. It is pretty terrible. Like all the
It's
attacks
like
have 50% chance
50%
to
miss
miss.
chance and everything.
My AC is dropped down to 20.
Sure, like dust and smoke in your eyes.
But I shall go ahead, channeling my cold aura of doom. Let's see. 26.
Okay, the second claw hits. If you roll me...
Potentially.
Yeah,
What do you want, below 50 or above 50?
below 50. That hits. 14 points.
Or slightly cold induced claw. A blue shimmering light as the claw goes through.
So do we kill it or not?
We kill it.
Alright.
Fuck this thing.
The crowd
They killed a
certainly...
Hydra.
The crowd at the moment certainly seems to be very much in the wyvern's favor.
Burrow.
We'll do that thing where we have when like they can like finger up or finger down. He'd like that, I'm sure.
Burrow pops up and bites at the thing. I am flanking. And we're gonna do elemental charged.
Knock it down, please.
The bite hits, but it is still standing.
Damn it.
Wow. Oh, wait. There is an additional 2d6. 7 more.
Why?
Because my breath
Right.
charge.
3d6 sneak attack and 2d6 breath charge?
Yes.
Isn't the elemental only 2d6?
The breath charge bite is 2d6. The elemental is 3d6 as of this level.
Oh, as of this level, okay. That is enough for the wyvern to lose consciousness.
Phew!
It would have so chomped down Inox.
You do, however, from the stands hear shouts of "an ambush!" The crowd cheers a bit as the fight is now over. But the general opinion is one of somewhat disappointment. As the chieftain then quickly silences the part jeers and says towards you, "I suppose you win and you have downed our champion, which counts for a lot. But please do spare him, as he has given us much entertainment in the past."
All right.
Fine. We can destroy him in the future if we need to.
Like I would say, magic has its uses, and I'm sure he will appreciate it. We can move away, so I'll heal him. Make sure he survives for 8. That should get him just above.
Yeah, above 1.
He is prone, conscious, and very hurt.
Okay.
He will limp away, throwing daggers at you with its eyes.
Oh, we are throwing daggers back.
It's fine.
But he does back off and does concede your victory. The chieftain then addresses you again. "You've certainly done much for us in the past few days, given us entertainment where previously lethargy and melancholy ruled. You've at least earned the right for a proper talk now, I think. Let us go to the shade to discuss our business, yes?"
Sure.
Sure.
She will hop off and walk towards
Can
one
I
of the
skate?
tents.
Whee!
The wyvern flies away, knocks one of the spectators off the wall while doing so.
I'm so sad Chili Pepper died.
Yeah, fuck them.
But maybe I can bring him back in a better form.
But it won't be the same.
I know.
He won't be Chili Pepper.
I know.
It'll be Dead Pepper.
Zombie pepper.
Oh, it would be Ghost Pepper.
Ghost Pepper?
That's true.
That's another different pep. Oh, I was like, we could call it Ghost Pepper because that's one of the strongest pepper ever made.
Actually. Raises a claw.
Except for the
Well,
Carolina
I can't
pepper.
really make him a ghost, but
That's the closest,
it's the
A ghost
the
Hydra? Can you imagine the horror of that thing?
it's the
well, its
closest there
charisma
is.
probably sucks. So
Oh gosh.
It's the
too
closest to
terrible.
the zombie.
we're like trying to bite you and just didn't do anything.
Well, Chili Pepper,
It's pretty terrifying.
you fought mightily for us, so we
Yeah.
appreciate you for that.
If you get him back, you should call him Ghost Pepper.
Check my flower to see what it has.
The chieftain does lead you to one of the more larger tents of the camp, which is the inside decorated with the furs of many a different animal. There's maces, daggers, even swords littered essentially everywhere as he kind of moves them away, making a spot for himself and you to sit. So he sits down on the floor, cross-legged, says, "You and I certainly are very different, but I do appreciate that you've played along with us for so long. I think the others do appreciate it as well, even though the final fight was not perhaps as spectacular as it could have been. Still, I do believe that you talked about opposing Sunta, about uniting the clans and all that.
Yes, the deal remains much the same as we laid it out. We have indeed acceded to your customs, chief, out of respect. We want indeed to unite the clans. And although the spectacle was not perhaps as you would have imagined it, you got a demonstration of our power, unrestrained and unfettered. As such, we can do much. He looks around. As we said, the deal remains the same. We will oppose Asunta, oppose a rule, and unite the clan once again.
Unfettered, perhaps, but can you do as you have shown here against your larger kin?
Just quirks an eyebrow. We brought a Hydra bundled up like a caterpillar. We defeated your champion. I am confident that our power is quite formidable when brought against Sunda.
He considers for a moment. Then I suppose I am as well.
And Draxus holds, makes a motion with his claw. Then please, Chief, if you would, join us. Return to the Moon Clan and take your place at the clan table again. And surely your skills and your opinion will be much needed in the coming weeks and months of preparation.
I have but one more question to you before agreeing to much or anything. Are you trying to unite the clans, bring it back to its former glory, or are you going to take over?
Well, first and foremost, there's the defeat of Santa. I don't think we've discussed much what happened afterwards. I, however, am rather fascinated with the culture. And although I do not think it would fall to one of us to lead these tribes, that should be done by the tribal leaders, I could see myself having some influence in its politics in the future. Mostly, maybe as a consultant or an ally. The tribes, I would say, should lead themselves.
My foremost interest is in the lowlands. There is where my interest on politics and focus lies, chieftain. I imagine myself being much welcome in these parts after all of this is said and done, however, and hopefully trade and political relations can be established between my interests and whatever the clan might be after we are done. We are doing the clan, as well as ourselves, quite the favor by opposing and stopping Sunda. And one should be able to reap rewards of such efforts, I think. He smiles, friendly.
One would, however, assume that, after what I've heard about Sunda, opposing her is your primary goal. It is not something you do for the Moon Clan. It is simply a coincidence that we would perhaps appreciate the help. Perhaps appreciate it to the point where we would accept things we would otherwise not accept.
You stand the chance of regaining your clan's honor and profiting mightily from it, chieftain. It's either that, or as you yourself proclaimed, wallow in melancholy and lethargy here. The choice is quite obvious, is it not?
It is. I am curious about how you do intend to beat Sunda in the end, but you can count on the Beast Wranglers. We will do what we can, what little it may be. Sunda's pets are not beasts to be tamed, just as you are not. They likely work in the same way as you do, keeping every advantage, doing things that are not exactly honorable. Still, survival is perhaps more important than honor in this case. If I had to choose, and I do have to choose between melancholy and waiting for one of Sunda's pets or Sunda herself to consider us either a nuisance or a threat, then I would rather have her consider us a threat, which we cannot be alone. If you wish us to join the others, then we shall do so.
Good.
For the fight that is to come, there will not be the need for an arena, I do think.
Indeed not. The Cinderlands themselves are our arena in this case. And the pieces are moving into place.
I cannot, however, say how many of the people who follow me will also follow me to you. You've certainly shown your strength, however, you have not quite earned their respect.
They might go to others, and we will go to those others and gather them as well. In the end, there will be only one Moon Clan.
He nods. There are many who have fled to the mountains to avoid this whole war. Some of my people might take the same approach, however, others, he shrugs. Survival is sometimes more important than honor. Still, I will certainly do what I can to convince as many of my people to follow you as well as possible, and perhaps indeed your strength will be enough to oppose a force such as Sunta. I would certainly like the opportunity to stand one-on-one with the biggest of her pets. Gets a manic grin almost. As short a fight as that would be, it would be a good way to go, I think.
Certainly.
Is there anything you would require of us before we head out to join the others then, as you seem to want us to do?
Give us all your gold. I don't know.
Did the others
Yes.
ask
Yeah.
us to ask them to do anything?
Don't think anything particular. Talk to these people. Try to convince them to at least give it a try. You know, pack his things, take them with him. Bring the word out that the Beast Wranglers have joined.
Well, that would be
Maybe
one
even
thing.
talk to their Hydra friend. If they have some way to contact him again, he might, no, not Hydra.
Not Hydra,
Wyvern
Wyvern.
friend.
Don't
Might-
mention
might
the
be.
Hydra.
You might have a way
Chili
to,
pepper.
you know, come and have fun with them.
We're still in mourning.
Yeah. Oh, chili pepper.
Put up that little tombstone. Yeah, bring as many as you can. Does he have any particular insights in any of the other players we have left on the board, like the Flame Tails or the General, or the Inquisitor for that matter?
He knows very little about the Inquisitor. He has heard about him, however, he is simply too distant to be much of an effect on the Beast Wranglers. He will however say that the fact that not only he and his people have heard about him, despite him being essentially on the other side of what might as well be a continent, speaks quite loudly for itself. About the Flametails, he will... Well, it will be very obvious that he has a lot of respect for them. And he does say that, you know, as different as the Beast Wranglers are from much of the other clan, as they perhaps appreciate things that others would consider foolish, the Flametails are much the same. They, however, might not be convinced by simply you killing something. They will only follow what they think they should follow. And if they get the choice between following you or following the Ember Storms to wherever they might lead them, they might choose the Ember Storms just because they might not respect you enough.
So how do you gain respect from these creatures?
Do what they do and do it better.
I don't run very fast. Guess we'll learn to ride a horse.
I don't think dragons can ride horses that well.
Oh, I don't know, why not? I have two
Yep.
legs for the stirrups, I have two claws for the...
And as for Farnek, or who you might have heard of as the General, you can't really earn his respect. He might join you, however, he will only join you if you prove to him that you can win this war.
So he's not a doer. He's just a boot scraping supporter who would only join the winning side. I see how it is.
It is more that he would rather not join the losing side.
Yeah, he hasn't joined with Sunta, so. Well, staying independent is certainly a way to join the losing side.
Certainly true. That is
We just want him to not feel forced enough to join Sunta. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of just distracted by doing math about how to make this thing come to unlife. Now we found it, and he loved it for the while it lasted.
Mm-hmm.
We could reincarnate it and have it be like a monkey or something.
It's gonna be the angriest monkey.
10-headed monkey.
Just gonna fling things everywhere.
Could make him into a burning skeleton instead. Almost befitting.
Well,
Die again. He's not going to be very strong as one of these. We really don't have a lot of defensive power.
so that's the beast wranglers in the bag. I guess we go to the flame tails next. Right?
Well, who do we have left?
We have the flame tails, the general, and the inquisitor.
Yeah, we certainly could go to Flame Tails.
Okie doke. What does TTS and Tina think?
I'm making a gravestone for Chili Pepper.
Where do you think we should go next?
I don't feel very comfortable with the horse thing.
Well, they're probably not going to ask us to ride horses.
How do you know?
We have someone who could do it for us.
The girl?
Yeah,
I mean, she has a better ride bonus than any of us.
definitely. As in, she has
What's-
done it before.
What's your ride bonus, Jonas?
-1 for me.
Yeah.
Because I have
Something
a
like
+1. That's free with Masterworks Adult.
But how are they even gonna take this little girl seriously?
Because she's riding a dragon. And has like 3 more dragons around her. That's usually
Pretty
So have you
serious.
seen her armor? Like,
No, I
oh,
haven't.
shit.
Here you go. You'll forever remember you, Chili Pepper.
He's bright, he's flame, burned very strongly, and burned out very quickly.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Strongest flames burned out the quickest.
But he didn't have to kill him.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
Yeah. We should have killed him. Instead.
Can turn him
This is
into a...
for Chili.
I mean, he would just have rampaged and killed all these people if he had lived. But I could make him into a skeleton. He's not going to be very good skeleton, though.
Can you call him
I mean,
Ghost Pepper?
he has 10 attacks, but
Can you still call him Ghost Pepper?
yeah.
Thank you.
But I think Sheep and I should talk about that after.
Yeah, you should probably.
We should.
So just
Well,
put him
I
to the
don't-
side.
I don't mind if we have to do the thing with those who likes to ride. It's just
Eat him, but do not break the bones.
like 4.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're gonna be 4 from now on, apparently. Anyway. I don't mind if we go talk to the horse people.
Well, we should go back to Moonhide and report. Right.
Isn't that a little early?
Tell them that we have the Beast Rankers support. And that they're coming on the way. Well, I mean, it's been like a week.
Yeah, but aren't they gonna send a message to him?
They are, but I'm sure we want to be there for our triumph, right? And they should see us.
You
We
just
should
want another bonfire.
also get Avendra.
Oh, right. Okay, then let's go.
Sure. Before you leave the chieftain's tent, he will speak up once more and say, by the way, Forkrun did not carry his payment. It seems he was more intent on leaving and likely never coming back to this place, rather than taking the payment we usually give him to bring us these spectacles.
Percy looks around. Yes? Payment, you say?
He will gesture to essentially the outside of the tent, where you can find a large box, essentially, with a number of essentially gold coins, like bone trinkets and other potentially valuable things, totaling a total of 2,000 gold pieces.
Add
Hooray!
it to our pile. There we go.
Right into our pocket.
Much nicer pile.
Dragon money, the pile.
Dragon money.
All right, yeah. We'll take that and thank him.
Take that.
We are satisfied with this payment, and we wish for prosperous cooperation in the future.
Defeat of Sunta and many great battles to come.
Indeed.
Yeah, damn Sunta.
And I
So
guess
annoying.
we fly off to get Avendra.
How good is her riding check?
I don't know, frankly.
We basically bind her into the saddle.
She'll be fine, I think. I think she's pretty good.
We should put the saddle on our Vull next though, because he's the best flyer we have.
I'm sure you would enjoy that.
You fly back to the Cave of the Scrolls, which will take an entire day, and then you arrive the dawn next day.
Fly everywhere, sir, is exhausting.
Since you are flying somewhat close to the mountains, it's not quite as hot as in the center. It's